Good morning, chat. My name is Penbu, the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux, and today we are playing PINGUS. The last time we touched this game was about a month after debut, so it's been quite a while. Axion, welcome in. Yes, we will be seeing a lot of penguins today. So I am a little bit curious, how many of you have played Lemmings in the past? Because this will feel very familiar, as it is a clone of Lemmings. Lemmings was one of my childhood games. We had it on our computer. Yeah, I think it was the DOS version, and it must have been. It must have been DOS emulator or something, because I know I had played it unless it was on. It is possible I played it on Windows 9X, but I'm pretty sure I ended up playing it on XP, which means. Actually, no, DOS programs did work on XP, so I guess it would have been still running fairly natively. Just, voice seems to be echoing. Oh, aha, yes. Having it open on two tabs would do that. Sometimes I end up with that too. All right. I may as well get started again. I don't remember where we left off. There is a story mode to this. There is a map. Okay, so we finished Tutorial Island. I swear we had played this one other time on stream, but apparently I can't find the VOD for it. So we must. So either we didn't, and I'm misremembering, or we did, and I don't have it recorded. But considering, no, hold up. So we did do Halloween 2007 because we did 8 levels of it. So I must have played this at some point. And I can't find the VOD for it. So this is actually stream number 3. I think I remember playing Lemmings at a friend's house once, maybe on a SNES. I remember it being a charming game. Yeah, I do quite like it. Alright, so we have a couple of level sets we can try here. We tried Halloween 2007, and then there's Desert. I think Desert might be good. I don't expect this to be a long stream. But 14 levels might be long. We'll see. I do want to make sure, because there is, for those of you who aren't aware, the Perseids meteor shower is on. The peak, I think, was last night or the night before. But there should still be a good show today, I think. And I couldn't go last night because it was cloudy, and today it should be fairly clear, so I want to make sure I go out when it's clear. So maybe we'll see. Well, maybe we'll get maybe I'll get some good shots tonight. And then have a and for those of you who haven't seen my star photographs before, I do the occasional bit of astrophotography, mostly star trails. I need to release some of the other ones that I've taken. Anyway, let's go ahead. Entering the pyramids after a long, dangerous journey through the deserts, the Pingus finally reach the large pyramids, but there is still a pedestal blocking their way. Number of Pingus 50, we need to save 30, and we have unlimited time. Let's go. I think that should be fairly easy. So we have, hold on. And a basher, we have a blocker, and then we have a bridger. So I think the bridger, so we're probably gonna need to bash these two. We'll probably have a bridger bridge this. We only have one basher. I hope that's going to be enough, actually. No, it's not going to be enough. We're going to need to bash up there. Alright, restart. I'm going to estimate around there. I think that might be not enough, actually. It's not enough. So there's a 45-degree angle. Nope. I hope the audio is coming through properly as well. It might be a little bit too quiet, I think. So 45 would be around here. We should do it around there. Wait for the next one. I think I waited a bit too long. Once again. A lot of penguins are being sacrificed today. Auto sounds pretty good on my end, alright. We're gonna have another bridge here. Oh, that's the wrong button. Sorry for anyone who got caught by the sneeze. I have two mute buttons, one for Discord and one for the mic. And I always forget which one's which. Alright, we need to make sure this is going the right way. I think we can probably assign this one. Okay. There is one. This should get everyone to cross. Very good. I don't know how you're going to not save all 50, but okay. A bit to the right, a bit to the left. Only the most audacious Pingus will be allowed to continue. Number to save 35. This seems very familiar. I feel like this was an actual Pingus or lemmings level. Okay, so we set up a blocker here. We're gonna need a blocker. I think this is too far to fall. Oh, we're gonna need a bridger. I'm actually a little bit confused here. So I have a blocker here, a blocker here. We're gonna test this because I think this might be too far to fall, but if not, we'll have one there. And then there's a block here, but this is too much. Oh, so then we need a bridger to go up here so that they can actually bridge this gap here. Okay. We're inevitably going to lose some of these. Be very... Okay, that is too much. Is this too much? I think so. Alright, I'm gonna get a bridger. Get a blocker here. Block the rest of them. I think this might be enough to bridge the gap. Yes. And we'll just have one bridge the gap over here to go over this blocker. That's not what I need. Hope the penguin sacrifice isn't true traumatizing for Ket. He's been through this before. I'm sure it's fine. He actually quite enjoys this game. I don't know what that means for what that implies, but okay, hold on. Do I need to give it to this one instead? Can I give it to this one? I don't think I can change their... I don't think I can change their role once they're a blocker. Oh, let's go for someone over here. If not, we're gonna have to redo this. I should have enough steps to go over the blocker, maybe. Evidently not. Okay, redo. Alright, so we have a blocker here, we know we have a blocker here. And then we can afford to block over here. Alright. Redo. It's pretty brittle. I suspect one of the reasons for having such a winding path is so that there's less there's more room to have these spread out. Should be enough. Okay, so now we pause and pick up a walker who is going this way and build that way. Is this enough to get over the... No! No! Alright, hold up. Can I assign this to the... Oh. Oh, I can. Okay. Well, that would have been easier. Could have tried that first. I don't think we can save everyone, though. We can save this one. And we cannot save that one, that's going that way. They're all going in separate directions. So unfortunately, thank you for your sacrifice. The roof. Sometimes the roofs are not good for refuge, sometimes it should be demolished, but be careful if you aren't precise enough, you might lead the Pingus straight to certain death. We got 10 to spare. Save 40, we have a total of 50. Alright, what are we looking at? That is... Okay. We have a basher to go through these. We have a blocker, probably to block something there. A bomber. Well, we'll see. We'll probably need to bomb one of the blockers. Dig to go down here. And then the miner. We have to be very careful about this. The problem here is that if we change them to a digger going this way, the miner mines diagonally in the direction of travel. So if we have the digger dig when they're going this way, they're going to end up mining this way. We don't want that, so we're gonna need a blocker over here. Have the digger dig after they bounce off the blocker, go down and then mine down here, and then we should be good. We're gonna need to set up a couple of blockers. I need one basher there, another basher here, and this one is going to be set up as a blocker. Probably should have blocked off someone else. Actually, What did I say about what did I say about having them once? Yeah, no, I messed up there. I think I need to reassign this one. Digger. Okay. And they're going the wrong direction. Try again. Got one basher here. Another basher here. Have a blocker. And then we'll have one blocker there. And we'll make sure the digger digs once once they've bounced off. Go around here. So mine starting from around here. So that's the plan. Now I think we should be able to save this one. Well, they did say something about precision. Okay, so I think we need to start off a little bit earlier. What happened there?
That's not a good idea.
I realized I might have been blocking. Hold on, I'm gonna move myself. No, that's the wrong transition. OBS sometimes just does not change my transitions properly. Anyway, I should be able to see this a little bit better. I forgot I was supposed to block someone. Just curious, you know if the game has a backstory, like are the penguins trying to reach an ultimate destination or does the game simply leave as a player to imagine? There is lore. I don't remember what the lore is. But yeah, I think the tutorial island starts off with a cutscene that explains what the lore is. It's just been a very long time. Okay, I can still block someone here. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna have to be very precise here. So I think this way. That should be very safely on solid ground there. And then we lose one. I don't think there's a way to save this one. Because they are going that way, and everyone else is... Yeah. I don't think we have a chance to save that one. Alright, 49 out of 40. One died. Excavation of the pyramid. The excavations are open to reach the pyramid for its redeeming contents. Some excavations, however, is best done with two competitors. Who comes first? Oh, this sounds like we're gonna have to manage two streams at once. Or not. What's the catch here? We have a basher. We're gonna have to bash her here. This we can't we can't go through. We have a bomber, we have a bridger. We have a jumper. We have a digger. So immediately I see that we don't have a miner. A miner would have been very nice. So we have a basher, we have a bomber. I think the easiest way to do this then is we bring in two Pingus, one of which is going to be a digger, and the other one's going to be a basher. We're going to block everyone else over here. Yeah, I don't know what the hints is saying, but I feel like that should be a good way to save most of them. We only need 20, but we only have 30. You know what? That actually does kind of make sense. Oops. Because you can't get them to fall too far. Otherwise they'll die. I think that should be enough. Okay, one of them died unnecessarily. I think we could have saved everyone. We're gonna do that again because I think we could definitely save all 30. Same idea. Another jumper there. And move down. I don't know what the hint was talking about. 2 at the same time? In the race? I wonder what the intended solution was supposed to be. Oh, I wonder, actually, the intended solution, I think it might have been have one go down here. Oh, no, you can't go down there. Never mind. That would be kind of iffy. Because you have a builder. Past the pedestal. A large pedestal is blocking the way to the exit and there aren't enough bashers to be able to dig it away. Can you find a way to make it past the pedestal? And we have to save everyone. So we don't have bashers. We only have 2 bashers. We have a climber, which can climb up here. We only have 5 of them. We have a bridger, which can go up here. Then we have a digger, who can potentially dig through here, but... Well, if we manage to make it up here, then we can bash through these, but... Can we maybe bash through this? That is possible. I don't have 10 bridgers. I don't think this is going to be enough. That's definitely not the angle that I want, though. I need a little bit more. We're gonna have one there. We're gonna have a blocker. We can't kill. Gonna blocker there. We're gonna have another bridger here, just a little bit more, just so we have a tiny bit more to work with, and then we'll have one basher to go over. Too many penguins here. Okay, so then we'll bash our way through here. And that should get us over the edge. Nice. We'll just have our jumper... We need to save everyone, so we do have to have our jumper... We do need to make sure that this jumps to the right place. Which might prove a little bit difficult. Or not. We'll take that. Very good. Catch them at the halfway point. The PINGUS are separated by the exit by a large abyss. A simple bridge won't be enough to catch them safely unless, of course, you find the right place to put it. Can you uncover that spot? Number of PINGUS 30 and number to save 20. I don't like the look of this. We have 5 floaters. But 5 floaters aren't going to be enough. Unless we have a bridger. Oh, is that what this is going to be for? We have bridgers going up to here. And then they build up to there or something? That is possible. So we have 5 floaters. Or we have 1 floater, I guess. Oh, but we have to make sure we don't go to the exit. So we have a bomber, which I don't think we'll need. We have a bridger, which we'll have to bridge. I guess what's gonna happen is we're gonna have a blocker here. We're gonna bridge over here, and then bridge over here. This might be a little bit too far to fall, though. I have a climber. Okay. Alright, well, actually, the climber might be useful, because we can have a blocker here, the climber go up here, and then start building this way. Assuming that's a thing that we can do. Okay, so we're gonna let out 2. 1, 2, and then we're gonna have this as a blocker. We're gonna have this one block here. So we don't accidentally get them to the exit. We're gonna have you climb. We're gonna have you bridge. That's not gonna work. We're gonna have you bridge over here then, in that case. Probably gonna need as much as we can. This is not gonna be enough. I'd say Lemmings is one of the games that got you interested in puzzle gaming more generally. Maybe. And so I think growing up, most of the games that I played were puzzle games. So we had our puzzle games, puzzle adventures, puzzle strategy games. So the what do you call it? the humongous entertainment games, so Putt Putts, Pretty Fish, Pajama Sam, all those are puzzle point and clicks. And then there was Minesweeper. Well, Minesweeper is a little bit later, I think. But yeah, I think that Pingus or Lemmings is definitely one of the ones that's that was in that set. And then of course I'm also a natural problem solver, so puzzle games are fit right within my interests. Or my skill set, rather. Okay, how do we do this? I think we get a bridger. I think the only thing we can do is to have a bridger going this way. But even then, that's not actually going to help. Unless we were supposed to go this way and go up that way. In which case we need multiple blockers. They did give us 5 floaters. Yeah, I don't think this is doing it. Because they're going to fall here. And they can't even get past that. Alright. Alright, never mind. So I think that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to build that way. So we're going to have to give... We're going to start with 4 floaters. We have a bridger over here building this way. Should really build over there. Whoops. I don't know if we're gonna have enough. We're almost certainly not gonna have enough. I think that's too far. Yep. That's too far. Now they mentioned a sweet spot. Hold on. A simple bridge won't be enough to catch them safely unless, of course, you find the right place to put it. Yeah, so obviously we can't build up here. Because then that would get them even higher. I think this is probably the place to put it, but we can't build anything past this point. I think. Unless we can. But then we eat into our bridge. So we have 2 bridges up here, and we end up with an exit. No, we can't do that. Gotta go for now. Cool game stream idea. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you. And good luck with whatever you have next. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, okay, hold on, yeah. So how do we get here? We get here by going past the exit, but we can't go past the exit because otherwise they're just gonna go here. We can build over the exits. We can build over the exit. We can get one of these Pingus to go down, build over the exits. But it's too slow to have anyone else go down. And we're gonna lose one. Not necessarily. Alright, well, let's do a proof of concept, see if that works. We can't do this though. Because then we run out of bridges. So we use up 3 of them in here. And we only have 2 left. Yeah, that's not enough for anyone. We can climb. So we have the climbing ability. Should be able to do something with that. Oh, you know what? No, I think I got it. We unlock this bit. I will need 1. I need 3. Never mind. I need 3. So we unlock that as a point where we can climb to. I'm gonna need 1 of you as a blocker. And both of these as climbers. And 1 as a bomber here. So that we can build a bridge this way. That's it. That's what this is for. I think we only need 1. I think that should be... Well, just to be safe. Just to be safe, we're gonna build another one there. I think we're gonna end up having to bomb one of these. I don't think we can stop the oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, we lose one anyway. Alright. Down the valley and up again. There is a large valley between the entrance and the exit. No bridge will be long enough to cross the valley, but can you find a way back up once you lead the Pingus down the valley? What are we looking at? This drop is too far down. There is this thing, which I think is probably just decoration. And then there's this. We have a blocker, we have a bomber, we have bridger, climber, floater, jumper, and a miner. Do we have anything to go up? I don't think we do. We have a bridger. We have 6. I think this might be too far to use 6 on. I am a little bit curious to see if this actually does anything. We're going to start with a floater. And then we're going to have a blocker. Block this area here. We're going to have mine down there. I don't think it's going to do anything. But it's worth a shot to see if it actually does do something. I'm going to bash away over here. It's not really going to do anything. Because we have no way of going up. I was going to keep bashing until it goes off the screen. And it just kind of disappears. We have a jumper. We have a jumper who may or may not be able to jump over here. Yeah, that's too far of a drop. Okay. We can try to see how far the bridge goes. I don't expect to be able to get anything, but you never know. It might. Yeah, that's too high. Okay, so we have a floater. We can have them go up here. So at least we have a safe. I think we only need to use 2. So we start over here, we end here. And then we have a climber that goes, I don't know. Is this bashable? I think this is bashable. Okay, well, we'll start with that. Now, bridge here, we want to start over right here. So we only have to use 2. That is a little bit too... Is this enough? I'm gonna hope this is enough. Got a basher here. And then we have a climber. We have a jumper. We do have a jumper. Okay. I think what we're going to end up doing is having this one climb up here, stop here, dig down this way. And then we'll just have an extra bridge over here. And hopefully everything lines up. But we will need you to block. Alright, so we need to get a jumper. Going that way. Should float down there. And then we need you to climb up. So you can go ahead and mine down here. We're going to have you mine over here. And then bash the rest of the way through. Like there. That should be enough. Yeah, if you manage to get back, this should be okay. I would just have to hope that this is going to be enough for, this is going to be enough of a gap that they can actually hold. Which I sure hope so. It might not be. Oh, it is. Okay. Very good. I think we save everyone. Nice. We're going through these faster than I thought. Because I remember in our previous streams, I was starting to lose my voice a bit. It was taking a while, but I guess I'm more used to it now. Dr. Jones' notebook, the wrath of God, only the penitents, Pingus will pass. The word of God in reverse, the path of God, leap from the head of something like a cat. We only have to save half of them. What are we looking at here? I assume this is a hazard. Dodge this. Okay. We're gonna see what happens if they just go through. Okay, so there's a thing over here. So we're gonna need to do, I think we're gonna need a bash through, we can't bash through there. We're gonna need a bridge up over here. This is mostly just proof of concept for now. And then once we prove the concept, we can block as necessary. Are you kidding me? We don't have enough to go. We don't have enough to do that. Oh no, we're gonna have to jump. Have everyone jump. Okay. We need to have everyone jump over this. We have 30. We only need to save 15. What's gonna happen is we're gonna have a block here. Okay, so this is 2, this is 4. It's important to for efficiency, you need to know what your keybinds are. These are numbered 1 through whatever. We're gonna have a bridger there. We're gonna have a bridge there. And we're gonna jump. We have enough to jump. No, we don't. Okay. So it's these 2 that are false. And we're going to need to build bridges here. I think that was a little bit too early. There was a hint in the thing. In reversing the path to go leap from the head of something like a cat. So actually we need to save our leaps for that. Which means we need to... Is this gonna make it? Can we do 6 from here? Well, it's worth a shot. I don't think we can make that, but... We have to. Especially since we use 2 of them here. And we may actually only need 1 if we place that carefully enough. That's like over here. That is most certainly not enough. Okay, we're gonna try it again. We're going to see if we can use just 1 of them over here. Or, actually, hold up. We don't need that. We can just dig our way through. But I do need to be faster about that. Because we can dig our way through here, so then we don't have to use any of the, stairs. We bridge from around here. Here. Say the D. It's gonna be trial and error to see how far we need. I think we're gonna run out. But we might have just enough. And then we do the jump. Oh no. We only need to save 15, so I guess it's fine. Charlie, welcome in. Is that Lemmings with penguins? Yes, it is. Pingus is the open source lemmings clone, but with penguins. Very good. I'm gonna have a miner here, so we can go down there. Have you? I guess that means you've played lemmings before, have you? A good game. So penguins, kinda, yeah. Yeah, they called them Pingus a long time ago. Alright, we've lost a few of them. But that's fine, we only need to save 15 anyway. Oh, very close. Yeah, we lost 2. I'm okay with that. Window room after the Pingus. So this is actually some of the level packs. We already went through the main map in the first stream back in 2023. And apparently we did the Halloween pack at some point, but I can't seem to find the VOD for it. So as much as the YouTube thumbnail says 2, this might actually be 3. After the penguins have entered the pyramid, they reach a large room with a large window. The only problem is that they have is that the entrance to the room is much too high to survive the landing. Can you help them? We have 50. We need to save 40. All right, what are they talking about here? This is too high. This is too high. We can't go through that. We're gonna need a bridger to go up here, or we have a climber who can then bash this. But then we need a bridge over here. This may or may not be too high to go through. We have 3 bashes. We need to bash this one, so that might not be good enough. Or we build through here, but then we need to bash through a bunch of these. Year Zero, I bought a game called Zombie Night Terror that is a lemming-like with zombies, and I haven't played it yet. Well, yeah, I hope hope you enjoy that. I can't say I've heard of it myself. I actually don't know how to approach this, because we only have 3 bashes, and we don't have anything else to dig with, so we have a digger. We can't very well dig down here. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen very many lemming clones. Maybe that's just because I haven't really been looking. But lemmings and then Pingus are the only 2 that I know of. And I think there's a Pingus fork as well. Yeah, I actually don't know how to approach this without running out of bashers. So do we have 1 bash here, then we have another, we have a bridger over here, so we do that. And then go up through here, is that the strategy? We'll have 1 here. We'll do that later. We're gonna need 1 blocker over here. And we'll have 1 of these as climbers. And bash through that. I need to be faster. Alright, so this is 2, this is 3, this is... Stop. Alright, hold on, pause. So 1 of these is going to be a climber, so we're going to assign this a climber now. Then we do a bash. And then we go bridge. try again. Okay, hold on. I was able to catch this before. I think I need to catch it maybe a little bit earlier. Okay, you saw this earlier, right? I did manage to get it to bash through. Okay, well, I do kind of need that. I definitely need that. Yeah, we're gonna keep trying until we manage to get this. I can just try another one. I don't need it to be this specific Pingu. Then we only have to save. We can afford to lose 10. I'll give you a floater here, which isn't really going to do anything because we can't afford to have you go down there. I'm clicking as fast as I can. There we go. Pause. So now that we have that, we can have this bridge up here. Just enough so that they can get up here so we can go up there. And then bridge the rest of the way through. Okay, I do have to wonder whether I should... Because we have enough to bash. And if we bash, that means that we have... English should land over here. We have enough... we have more, rather, to be able to go up here. Which is probably advantageous. Oh, no. Okay. Pause. We can assign a basher to someone else later. That's fine. I think we can afford to do one more. Is that too high? I don't think that's too high. That should be fine. Okay. Now for the top bit. Because we do need one... We do need one set here so that I can go over there. That may not be enough. Where's my bridger? Okay, that is enough. I need to be very careful about this. I'm gonna need to assign another blocker. The next guy over. Well. I guess we're gonna have to do this again. Yeah, true bashers. We don't have bridges though. Because an alternative is we do this, but I think we need enough to do this. That might not be viable. Oh, but we already have we are using 3 here, and we can, I think, use 3. No, but we need to get up there. That needs 4, I think. I just remembered something. For those of you on Twitch, Shelly here is a fellow composer VTuber. You wanna check us check some of us out? We are over in the SMVC. You are also on YouTube too, actually. Let me get the link here. Okay, so we have the idea. We just need the execution. We got 1 climber, and then the basher here. Shadow, you only be Shimi's VTuber when I release something for the public. You at least do the sheet music on stream. Doesn't matter if you haven't released anything. That's not happening.
That's not a good idea.
But yeah, no, I get that. It's making stuff is one thing, finishing things is another. It's all my to-do for September, hopefully. Yeah, good luck with that. Hopefully you're able to. I need to find something to say other than good luck, because depending on how you say it, it might come off as sarcastic. We have a climber here, and then we have a basher again. Aha! I think the trick there is just to pause very quickly. Speaking of releases, earlier this week on Monday, we had released a new composition. All You've Done. It's a duet with Syzygy Altair on the violin and me on the piano. Some of you may remember this piece from 2024. Finally got it out, and just in time for Z's extended hiatus. So if you like, go have a listen to that. Oh, I waited too long. Okay. But that's fine. I think I can sacrifice the 1. Okay, that should be enough. So we're gonna go ahead and assign them the basher role. And then a bridge a couple times there. So we've lost one. But that's fine, it's within our budget. Yeah, and that should be good. Then we go take one of these as a bridger. Maybe this one. I don't know how far we need, but I think we have enough. We should have enough. And you are going to be... I don't think we can save you. Yeah, I don't think we can save that one because they're going the wrong way.
That's not a good idea.
Alright, well, that's two gone, but that's fine. Tunnel time. Dig a tunnel, you might make it to the exit. Digger and miners and stuff have to work together. We have 50, we need 40. Oh no. We dig down, which is a problem. Because we need to go up in places, but we can only dig down. So somebody has to climb up here. Somehow we can't get past this. This is I see this as designed to prevent us from just climbing up. So we need a different way. So we're gonna need a blocker here so we can dig down here. So we're gonna need a miner to go over here, but we need to find a way to get over there to begin with. Bombing won't affect any of these. However, I think this might be possible. We might be able to bomb. How many bombers do we have? We have 15 bombers. We might be able to bomb our way up here. So we can get up there and then over here. So we're gonna start with that. I think this might be the way to go. Just gonna wait for that to come back. Another climber. Oh, I got them a little bit too early. Okay, one more. Okay, very good. So now we have a climber. We need two of these. One of them is going to end up being a blocker over here. And then we are going to have the other one be a miner. Maybe over here. We're gonna have you bash once we're over here. We're gonna have you run into there. Then we need the. Oh, I thought we had a digger. Do we not? All right, I guess we. Actually, we have a miner. This is fine. We have another miner here, so this is good. We'll mine our way down. Everyone's gonna go down here. We're gonna have one there. We can bash way through here. And then I'll go home. Yeah, I don't think there was a way to save everyone there. You had to have bombed your way upwards. 25 Pingus free and 25 in the box. Okay for the bridger, but what can I do with digger? You should save at least one Pingu trapped in the box above the exit. It sounds a little bit ominous. We have 50, we need 35. In the box above the exit. 25? What this means is that we have, I think we have 25 coming out here, 25 coming out here. We have something we need to dig, bash through here. We go up through here. How many bridges do we have? This is a fairly safe route down, so I don't think we need to worry about the ones coming up here. We bridge up here. And as long as we can get to here, it should be fine. And we want to have one block here. Oh, we only have one basher. Okay. The one basher is going to have to be over here then. Because I don't think we have any other choices. And we bash through here, go up here, and bridge this over here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 5 would be enough. Don't need to use a blocker in that case. There's one basher. I'm a little bit concerned though, because how do we get past this? Oh, we get them to climb and dig their way out. Okay. Probably. I wasn't fast enough. Well, we'll try to get everyone over here first, and then we'll see what we can do with that. Small problem. We're not gonna make it if we do that. Because that now ends up needing to be a blocker. We have a jumper? We do have a jumper. We'll have one of these jump up there. This is not gonna make it. It's not far enough. Oh. We don't have enough bridgers. Because we need one. I think this gets us to That amount, that amount. Oh, we'll actually need 2 to cross this one, I think. Okay, change of plans, we go back down here. Assign this one a bridger. That might be too high to fall. Yes, that's too high. Well, that's too high, then how do we get past that? So I can climb and then I can bash. Wait, can you bash when you're going up? Is that a thing you can do? I don't think so. Worth a shot. But I don't think so. Yeah, you can't. Alright. I think it might still be worth trying this way. Try again. A lot of stuff to manage. We're gonna start with a blocker here, then we're gonna have the basher this way. I'm gonna have you build a bridge, and that was maybe a little bit too early. No way this is gonna be enough. We're gonna have a jumper, which might not be able to jump past that. We're very quickly running out of jumpers here. We only have 2 bridges, which is enough to get us up here, and then we don't even make it to the top. Okay. Oh, stairs? Those are stairs. We'll leave. Okay, we'll leave the box for now. I think we can figure out what to do with this. So I think the easiest way here is we have a climber and we have a digger. Because if we're gonna need to bash over there, then we can use 2 climbers to dig our way out here. And that's gonna fall through. I'm gonna need them to jump before they get through anything. That might not be enough. Because that is a thing. Gotta wait for the one that I miss it. Well, I can at least do this bit. That is also going to leave a bump. Which at that point may as well just bash. Keep an eye on this one. One of these is the climber. Yeah, this is the climber. We need to give them the very carefully. I don't think we can. Actually, we can do one bridge there. Maybe we have one bridger here. Maybe, oh no. Actually, that might be okay, because we have a bridge here. We have a bridger here. That should make it safe for them to go. Then we'll dig. And then we will have you wait. Alright, we lost one. That's fine. So our bash will end up here. Our bridger will have one here. So we can move up those. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough to get everyone over. It will be enough if we do this. We'll have one digger here, digging that out, and we'll have you very carefully jump so you don't dig any more than that. So that should get everyone over here. That's fine. We need one there. I can't believe this. Okay, we're gonna need one there then. So what's our budget look like here? Because we need, I think it was 4. We needed 4 over here. And we just need to make sure that everything is taken care of there. So we'll need 4 digs over here, I guess, in that case. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Come on, I gotta respond to something. So yeah, we're gonna have them go all the way over there. We're gonna have one climber here. Then we're gonna have them dig as soon as I think that's gonna be at least enough. And right to their death. I would have. It would have been good to have a bomber here, but we don't have any bombers. So the basher has to be going this way. Now I think that might be just enough to. Oh yes, it is. Okay. Then we just got to do that again. Gotta be very, very, very careful. You know what, actually, I will let you go do that. Because I think we should build the bridge first. And then we can deal with that. Because somebody else can be the digger there. And that acts as our natural blocker, so we don't have to make anyone else blocker. And then we leave the last one for the actual thing. We do one dig here. And then we give one person the climbing ability. So that they can build a bridge over there. That should be enough to get it over the gap. Okay, very good. So now we just do another climb. And another dig. Another climb. Hope we don't run out of climbers. Should be enough, hopefully. Okay, looks like it is. That is bad. I overshot. Man, we were so close. But it looks like we have the right idea, so this is good. All right, once again we assign a climber. Actually, don't need you to dig anything at the moment then. In that case, we assign a climber to go up. We do that. Do this. We do that. We do this, and then we dig one. No, we block. Okay. And then we assign another climber. While you're doing that, we can have you dig one. One portion of this. We're gonna jump, and then we're gonna have you build a bridge. Which is hopefully gonna span the gap if I didn't do it too early. And then we're gonna have people climb and dig. This is apparently too far. That is going to leave a gap. And one climber left. And then one basher here. I think this should be everyone. We may have lost a few. But I think this should be everyone. No, I don't think we're saving this one. Is it enough? Yes, we saved 47 out of 35. 3 died. Alright, we have 2 more, and I think we'll call it a night. Or 3 more, sorry, I can't count. Claustrophobia. Hidden deep below the pyramid, the Pingus come across a small underground room, but unfortunately a large tree root blocks their path. We have 30, we need 25. I do not like the look of this. There's this here. Big pillar. This is too large of a drop to do anything with. We have a bridger, which will... The obvious thing is to bridge this. So they can jump over here and go there. Probably bridge that. But we don't have enough bridgers. So that's a problem. We have 1 of each. We can't bash through anything except this. Can't bomb through anything because these are all solids. We have 1 bridge, we have 1 climber. 1 digger. The only thing I can see digging is this. Which doesn't really help, I don't think. We can assign the 1 to be a floater and a climber. But again, where does that help? That helps by going through here. If we can make a bridge going through here, That should be enough. That should be enough to catch them. However, the problem is getting over here. Because we don't have an extra blocker. No, we do have one jump. So we can have one jump. Assuming we catch this that way. That's going to be very iffy. Alright, so we're going to assign you a floater and climber. But climber maybe afterwards. Oh. Oh, okay. We bash through this. That's the bash. That's fine. And then we assign you a climber after that, so you go with there. And then we're gonna have you jump. Here? Here? I think over here. This doesn't make any sense. We're just gonna end up going home. Why do we have two blockers? Or no, we have two bombers. The crazy idea is we use one bomb. Yeah, so one of the bombs has to be to remove the blocker, probably. We have another crazy idea. I could catch them. You bomb this. I don't think that really helps though. I mean, maybe it does. Actually, hold on. Use the basher, you go here, you jump here, you go down there, you build a bridge up here. Maybe that's the way to do it. And then we call the bridger. I missed it. I think that might be viable though. Okay, bridger is 4. Bridger is 4. Jumper is 8. This should be enough, hopefully. Maybe. This might not be enough, actually. Well, that's not enough. That gets you over there. I'm not sure how we do this, because if we can't bridge this, Because we have this area here. We can't bridge this because we don't have enough. We don't have enough stairs. I don't think the digger is going to do anything because the only thing you can dig is this, and that's not really going to be helpful. You have one floater, which fine. We have 2 bombers. One of them is going to be used here, so it's effectively just one. Alright, restart. That was worth a shot, but I don't think it's what we need. And we definitely know we need one of those, so that's fine. We're gonna have to bash through that. So then the question is, where do we go from here? Because there's no point in going down here. We can dig down if we needed to. Like we can climb and then dig to get rid of this. That's not really going to do anything. We can build a bridge here once we do that. But that's not really going to help either. We have no way of bridging this over here, I think. If any of you have any ideas, by the way, feel free to shout them out. This is only a little bit tough. We have a bomber, so we have ways to get rid of material. We don't have ways to build material, and we can't really get rid of any material over here. That doesn't really do anything. We have one way to build material, and we don't have enough to do this. We don't have enough to extend all the way over here. Unless we do some jumping shenanigans, in which case we happen to land on top of this. No, even then, that's not going to work. Because if we build a bridge going this way, everyone's going this way, and are going to fall down there. So we can't do that anyway. We do have one bomber. Jumping sounds a bit too skill based for a puzzler. I mean, sometimes you get some precision tactics in this game, in some of the level sets, I think. Certainly not in the early ones, but I wouldn't be surprised if it requires a certain level of precision at some point. There is a level where you do end up having to manage 2 streams of Pingus, and you have to assign everyone a jump at the right time. Okay, we might as well try the bomb idea while we're here. You need a floater there, then we're going to have you bomb right there. Apparently it's not going to do much. Because you fall down there, right in that spot. And we can't even skip this level either. We can do the crazy thing and maybe we try this. Have you bash over here, and then we'll have you jump. Jumped a little bit too far.
That's not a good idea.
There's a bridge over here, which I don't think is going to be enough, actually. Almost. I don't know where I was going with that. There's going to be a jump and then a jump and then a dig or something down here, but again, as we established, that isn't going to do anything. Maybe it actually is supposed to be, we build a, no, we can't do that. Can't do that because it doesn't reach far enough. I'm actually very much out of ideas here. Is it time to look at a walkthrough? Is it time to get hints? So we know we need to bash this, unless the trick is we don't bash this. If we don't bash this, we use a digger or something. We dig down here. And we still end up with the same problem. The only thing that we can bash is over here, which doesn't do us any good. What is the max depth the dig can dig? Are Pingus dying if they jump from too high? Yeah, so if they jump too high, so this is a drop that's too high, and I think it's up to here or something. This should be safe. This is iffy. This is definitely too high. The max depth they can dig indefinitely until they hit something that they can't dig out of. So any of these metallic ones, those they can't dig out of. And then once they stop digging, their ability is gone. Yeah, I'm really not seeing it. So we have a bomber here, which again, we use one for this. The only place where we can use a dig or a bash is over here on this tree and on this pillar. And I guess these sand bits, but those don't really matter. Unless they do, in which... but I don't think they matter. Looking around here, I don't think I see anything else. This is just the play area here. So yeah, the question here is, where is it advantageous to put in a bridge? And I would assume it would be best here, but the question then is, how do we get it so that the Pingu is facing this way to the left, which would usually require a blocker or a jump, but I don't think any jump allows us to bypass the exit. Actually, that might be worth a try again. We're gonna assign you a floater. We're gonna assign you a climb once you get down there. Going this way. Now we're gonna have you jump right before you go into the exit. Yeah, that's not enough. Unless you can somehow jump out of... So if you manage to jump out here, you can go over here. I don't think you're able to build out of here. Unless... That'd be pretty crazy if you can do that. Okay, wait, I think we actually do need the bigger. But I need a way for it to get out of that. We get a blocker here. We get the basher here. We let it float. We give it the climb right away. And then we prepare to give it the digger. Then what happens is it digs. I pressed the wrong key. Space is not pause, P is pause. Space is the fast forward. Okay, we give this the basher. And we give it the floater. And then we give it the climber. We prepare to give it the digger. Right when it's at the top. I needed that to be a little bit more on the left side. Okay, I mean that'll work too. No, it won't. No, it won't, because we need a blocker. Oh no, we don't have any more blockers. Well, this will have a large enough gap to go over, but the problem is they won't be able to get past this. They'll go down here and they'll go down there. I think we need a little bit more precision here. But so far, this is pretty promising. I just need to be very careful about... It's not enough. It's too much. Because it leaves a little bit of thing over there. wonder if I can... No, it actually just does not do it enough. I can give it a climber. Not that side. I can bomb. I can bomb up here, so we're gonna need 2.
That's not a good idea.
Okay, maybe that's why we have 2 bombers, 1 for that and 1 for that. This is gonna be very this is gonna require a little bit of precision here. So we need 2 PINGUS. One of which is gonna bash through here. The other one, so the basher we're going to have as our floater. The bomb, we're gonna have to be very careful about this. It's gonna be good enough. Okay, we need to assign the bomb a little bit sooner. So I think right when they exit, right when they start falling. Okay, so once again, Basher gets the floater. Bomb. During the fall, please. Get a bash. Oh, we can give the Walker the floater, that's fine. How do you time this? I think it has to be over here then, in that case. Anyway, the point is we make a bite here so that the climber can go up. And has a platform to build off of. But also, the bite is not deep enough that it goes through the entire pillar. So I think maybe over here. Maybe over here? And we're gonna give that one that, and then the bomb should be enough. Okay, a little bit more.
That's not a good idea.
I think we're getting somewhere though. Okay, that's what we want. So now we have a climber, which we are then going to very carefully have a bridge there, and that should take care of everyone else, I think. As long as this crosses the gap, which I really hope it does. Then we should be okay. Okay. We're good to go, and we can actually save this one because they can just jump. Very good, and we only lost one. Thank you for your sacrifice. Grand Hall. The Pingus have found themselves in the Grand Hall, hall full of wonder and treasures. The exit, however, is high up and won't be easy to reach. Guide the Pingus around the hall, and maybe you'll find a way. 50, and we need all of them. Okay, so they all drop over here. This is just decoration. Our exit is over here. These are stairs that are built in. We can bash. How many bashes do we have? So I have 8 bashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time for me to go to sleep. I'm not in Canada anymore after all. Alright. Well, thanks for dropping by and have a good night. Good luck puzzle song. Thank you. Also, if you want to play this, I think the link is over on YouTube if you want to go check that out. It is free and open source. I'm gonna go grab that actually for Twitch. For YouTube, you can all just look in the description. For Twitch, assuming I have it in the description. Yes, okay, I do. Over here. Go check that out. And then for YouTube, for your convenience, here as well. But yeah, we only have 2 more, and I think once we're done those 2, we're gonna go call it a night. I do have some astrophotography to do. Although I won't be going on until midnight, so yeah, so we bash one here. Actually, I think this is no, this is a platform. We do have to dig through this one. We dig through that. We dig through that. We bash through this. Bash through that. So that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Go up here. We build a bridge. I think it's gonna take 3 or 4, and that's gonna take 2. We don't have enough. We can use a miner to go over here. We have jumps. We have 4 jumps. So we can use up all of our... Actually, we just jump over here and we have a miner to go up there. We have a block over here. That should be good enough. Yeah, let's do that. Nice, the game is open source. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer to have my games free open source where possible. Now for games that doesn't tend to be possible, so I at least make sure that my games are DRM free. Unless they're on the Switch, in which case I'll make an exception. That is also a reason why I'm not on Steam. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add a digger. I think we're going to have a blocker. That's the wrong thing. I might need that bash. I probably don't, but... Actually, I don't think I care whether we have the blocker up here or elsewhere. And it's going to be more convenient if we have the blocker here. We're going to go ahead and do that instead. We have the basher here, then we're going to have another basher there. Nice clean cuts. A bash here. A bash here. Then we're going to jump our way up. if possible. I think we're gonna need a bridge before we jump, actually. I don't think they can jump that far. Then we're just gonna jump. We're gonna have another bridge for good measure. Maybe two. It doesn't matter. We can jump right away. It's gonna be just enough, and then we're gonna have a miner. Because we do still want a bridge to bridge that gap over there. We have you mine all the way down there. I hope this is going to be... Oh, that's... Unfortunately, precision is required here. Do I have enough to do this? I don't think I do. This, I think, does require a jump. So I think this is the way to go. The only problem is we do still need this. Oh, but we need all 50 out. So if we have a blocker, we still need to get them over here, but I think that's fine. Okay. Yeah, nuke all those. And one digger. And one basher. We're gonna have a blocker here so nobody gets through. And a bash through here. We're probably gonna bash through here. Yeah, I think that's still correct. But what I'm wondering is whether I should jump all the way up here instead. Maybe that makes more sense. Because we do have a climber available to us. We could just climb up there. And I don't even need the stairs. Because this will just climb over there. In which case, I can just bridge my way over here. No, we still need this. We still need this because we don't have enough to go here. So this was actually useless. But that's fine. We're gonna have the miner. Once again, we're gonna try to go for here. To about there. Actually, we're gonna bash through that first. And then we're going to assign them the miner. So that's going to go however far it needs to go. There's a small problem with this one. Is that even though we're over here, we need some way to bridge this. Not gonna be enough. You can climb, right? Yeah. We're gonna have you mine a little bit closer. Where's the jump? I need a jump. I'm gonna jump over here. Jump past that. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna have you mine a little bit closer to that instead this time. Right here. Just enough that we don't go through the stairs. So now you can walk up there. We're gonna jump again. Because we need a way to get out there. We're gonna have a bridge over here. Actually, this is a small problem. Because even if we do have a bridge over here, this isn't enough bridges. Actually, it should be okay if we do it from here. I think it should be fine here. Ouch. We need all 50. Give you the climber ability here. Don't need to bash anything else. But I think it still makes sense to bridge here. Just so we can reduce the number of jumps that we need. But I do worry a little bit about the 2 that we need there. Right there, we're going to have a miner. Bash. And a miner. We're gonna have a bridger. You can only use 2. This goes over here. And I'm hoping this connects. Oh no. No, okay, we're gonna need to use another one. Okay, that's fine. That's concerning. Alright, we try again, we do this, we bash again. I'm gonna go ahead and bash that. Give them the climber ability. Do we have floaters? I don't think we have floaters. It would have been nice to have floaters. I think we just jump. And hopefully the 5 jumps are enough. So ideally, we just build a bridge here. And hopefully that connects. I don't think that connects. Oh, it does connect. Okay. Is that enough to connect? Was that a climb? I think that might have been a climb. We can just get somebody to dig it. It's fine. We're gonna do a jump. We're gonna need 2 jumps to do this. And then we are going to have a bridger bridge this bit. Do I have enough? Do I have enough jumps? I don't have enough jumps. Okay, fine. We will mine down here and hope that's going to be safe enough to just fall. I need 1 jump here. Oh. Okay. You have to do a very, very careful bash here. We might not need to. We are out of jumps. Does that matter? I mean, a very small bash here. I think I might have ruined it. I think I just need somebody to make a very small bridge over here. Hopefully that's going to be enough to bridge the gap. No. Uh-oh. Once again, so close, but doesn't quite work because we messed up our position here. All right, once again, this is very, very close. I don't know why they give us bombers here. That seems like a... Because you need to save all 50, so you can't actually bomb anyone. I may as well block them there. Oh, I needed that. I'm just gonna give you the climber. Get a jump. You can bash a little bit. Now we're gonna get you to bridge that gap. Oh no, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. Try again. Come on, just taking care of something else. Spot. This one, and then we do a bash over here. Once again. Once again. And when we get you to climb, I'm gonna get you to jump afterwards. I'm gonna get you to bash. And then mine downwards. Gotta be very careful here because it might be too far. I think this is a little bit too far. That is almost certainly too far. Stop. That's not going to work. Do I actually not have enough bridges for this? No, because I used 3 here. Or I used 4 here. And then I would need 1 for this. I'm 1 short. Or rather, yeah, I need 2 or 3 here. I'm 1 short. That's not gonna work. I need this to start, what, over here? Yeah, I think it needs to be over here. I would like to finish the last level before ending the stream, but Alright, so don't bash too much. Just enough to get down here. It's not gonna be enough. Not gonna be too much. That might be too much. That's fine actually. So then the bridge. Let's take that angle and that angle. It's gonna need to be about over here, I think. Okay, we're gonna have to do another minor. Stop. Have you dig. Actually, this is problematic too. Because it jumps and then we need to use another jump anyway. Well, that's useless. We're gonna let you go down here so we can hopefully get you up there. We're gonna at least start with the... Oh, we can't do this. We do that. We do this. We have one block there. We have another one here. I have another one there. We get you to climb. And then we get you to jump. Then you bash. Very carefully, then you mine. Might be too much. No, I think that might be okay. I need a bridge like right here. That's too much. Good day, Penguin. How is the Penguin Lemmings? We have 2 more levels to go, and then this is just taking a very long time because it requires precision. But otherwise, the game's been going pretty well, I'd say. We don't have any room to spare here because we need to save everyone, so we can't sacrifice anyone. Gamer, welcome in. I think we can afford to get rid of one of those. What if I do it the other way? No, I can't do it the other way because otherwise we end up at the exit. Have you played Lemmings before, or something similar? Played some kind of Lemmings at some point. Okay. It looked like this, but not penguins. Yeah, the regular Lemmings was it? I think it was blue bodies and green hair. Very iconic. Alright, I need the miner here. Yeah, I think before Tetris Lemmings was probably my my favorite game. Actually, is Tetris my favorite game? I mean, I play it a lot. I suppose it could count. I don't play it very much anymore, actually. Once again, we needed to start further back. This is the problem. I need to have a better estimate of this angle here so that I can stop doing that. But I can't bash through this because then that creates that. Oh, we're gonna restart.
That's not a good idea.
The way to do this to recover from that is to go back up here and go down just very slightly. But that hasn't really worked well for me. So we just need to start further back. Give this one the climber. We're gonna have you jump. If it goes on too long, we might end up not being able to do the last level. Because I do have to go at some point. Because I mean, I do technically have all night to do astrophotography, but I'd also rather not stay out until 4 a.m. Okay, so I think we start over here. Is that gonna be good enough? That is good enough, I think. No, that is not good enough. No, that's fine. We can do a very small miner here. I think that should be enough. Now the problem with doing that is I did actually need something to go here, and we don't have enough jumps for that. So, small problem. How do we get you to turn around without using a jump? We do one miner here. That might actually work. And then we do a jump here. So that's fine, and then we need you to do a bridge here. I have a feeling this isn't enough. This may or may not be enough. Well, we'll find out. We're gonna have a blocker here, and then we'll figure out what to do with you later. We need all 50 in here. So we will have to figure out how the blocker is gonna go. Because we don't have any more jumps, and that we kind of need jump. I think what we might end up doing actually is just to bridge in here so that that gets blocked and you'll go that way. Okay. We're gonna have everyone here. This should be enough. And then we're going to make you a breacher. So you can make a breach yourself there. And that is all 50, finally. Alright, last one. And then we're gonna call it a night. Crawl space, the path to the exit is blocked and many small tunnels lead the way, but be careful, some of these lead to certain death. Or is there something you can do about that and create a safe passage for all the Pingus and lead them safely to the exit? We have 40, we need 30. We have 10 to spare. I do not like the look of this already. They can drop down here, we can bash through here. Probably need... we have one bridger. This is a little bit iffy. What is this? That's too much of a drop. This might not be. Okay, well, we'll start with a bash. We don't have any... Oh. We don't have any blockers. Problem. Actually, not too much of a problem. We had the first one go out as a climber. So we can use him as a bridger over here. You dig. Do we have a miner? We do have miners. I'm hoping this is going to be just shallow enough. No. That might be just enough. So we have a digger here. We dig out here. Okay, that is safe. So the obvious thing here is we dig down here. Sure. We dig down there. And then we have a bridge over here. We don't have any blockers. Alright, we need to move that a little bit further out. Yeah, so this is definitely a thing. We dig down here. We dig there. So we'll probably have another, climber go out here and dig here. We can make a thing there. Not fast enough. I mean, I don't have to. I don't have to restart because we do have a budget of 10. So I can afford to sacrifice a couple if I make a mistake. Okay. That's good. We go ahead and dig down here. Or build another bridge. Should be enough to do it here. Okay, very good. And we'll have another climber. Time when going this way. We're gonna have them bash down here. Stop. I need you to go all the way over there. I don't think this is gonna work. Okay, this might work. Except I'm out of bridges. So I don't need a basher, I need a miner over here so we can go back.
That's not a good idea.
What I need to, basically what I'm trying to prevent is I need whoever's over here for the second one not to go up the wall. We need the first one to go up the wall so that we can do this. We'll have a bridge there. We'll let that one go home. We need one more climber going this way, and then we're going to have a miner so that they can make a small dig here. And then we do a bridge over here. There's hopefully going to be enough. We have an extra one if we need it. I don't know if that's enough. I guess we'll find out. Okay, I think that might be enough. Should be enough. We're gonna have a basher go this way. We're gonna have a basher over here. Which, as we found out, is enough for it to go down and fall. And that should be everyone. $40 out of 40, and this is the rest of the pack. Yes. Okay, that is all 12 or 13 or whatever it is. 100%, 14 levels. All right. Yeah, we'll probably play this at some point again. I don't know when, but we have played this before. And we do have a bunch of level packs to go through, so this will come up again at some point. Tomorrow, I was forgetting to do something, but tomorrow, not that one, this one. Tomorrow we're going to be doing more music arrangements. If you recall, we were working on Write the Future and From Our Hearts. We're probably going to be working on both tomorrow because I do need to finish this for something, and I think they're mostly done, or they're almost done. We just need to extend them a little bit, so it shouldn't take that long for one of them. So we should be able to get both of them extended within the time. Yeah. Discord. If you're not in there, we do have a channel for puzzle games. And I think this counts. The puzzle strategy, it's close enough. So if you're not in the Discord, you can go check that out there. That's you can also get notifications for streams there as well. Release, and we'll plug this again. released a new original piece performed by me and Z on the piano and violin respectively. So do go check that out. And then I think that's about it. Yeah, that's the things about it. Okay, it is 10:30. All right. For anyone who's new here, my name is Penbu, the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux. Today we played PINGUS. A lot of penguins are sacrificed, but such is life for these PINGUS here. Axion was actually talking about or asking about the story, and there is a story here. Yeah, I think this might be the main level set. But yes. Okay. My brain is not working. After this, I'm going to go out and do some astrophotography. Because there is a meteor shower, and I think it'd be nice to try to capture that. It was better yesterday, and then maybe the night before, because that's when the peak was. But can't see anything if it's cloudy, so today is the next best day to do it, for me anyway. Okay, I think that's about it. Twitch, stick around. We're gonna find someone to raid. YouTube, if the person I find is dual streaming, we'll also send you over there. But otherwise, we'll call it a night. Thank you for coming, and good night. See you next time. Bye. Twitch, I'm going to let this ad run, and then when we come back, we will raid out. Stick around. Okay, we're back. Twitch, thank you for putting up with those ads. YouTube, the person I'm looking at is not dual streaming, so we'll call it there. Thank you for coming, and good night. For you over on Twitch, we're going to go raid Yuki. She does electronics and older hardware and retro stuff. Although today she's decidedly not doing retro, she's playing Zenless Zone Zero. But she might recognize Lemmings. Yeah, I probably would expect her to recognize Lemmings, so we'll see. This is the right message. You can go ahead and copy that and paste it in when we get there. Yeah, I really should have some sort of checklist or something so that I know what to say in these things. But anyway, enjoy the gameplay. I'm probably gonna head out shortly after. But yeah, if you get a chance to go outside tonight, maybe you'll catch the meteors, the Pleiades. No, not Pleiades. I don't remember. Whatever, it starts with a P. But meteors. Anyway, thank you all for coming, and good night, and enjoy the Zenless Zone Zero. Bye.